we know Zeke ain't going nowhere.
No.
If they sign Dalvin Cook, Rico ain't going nowhere neither. So if you sign Dalvin Cook, the only guy you would have to move on from is Deuce.
Yeah, because you're not carrying 6 running backs. I don't think you should carry 5. So it would be you're moving on from Deuce and Royce, right?
Yeah.
If you sign them. But here's where I'm gonna spin this. Even if they don't, what does it say that you're bringing him in the 11th hour right before the season about you? What does it say about your room? Who are you so down on?
Yeah.
That you're willing to bring in a Dalvin Cook who is a shell of himself. Like, all jokes aside, we'll break him down, Sky. What is he? What are you not seeing? I don't see the burst that made Dalvin Cook special. And I know people are going to say, oh, well, he was playing with this type of line or that type of line. I take all that in consideration, right? I take that in consideration. So I say, okay, let me go look at when he did have room to run. Did he have that same cut ability, that vision, that burst? I ain't see it. Not last year. Maybe somehow, some way, miraculously, all that comes back. But I saw Ezekiel Elliott still have that ability, the trash can, where he can make guys miss a little. When I say make guys miss, I mean he knows how to cut. Let me just say that. He knows how. No, seriously. Zeke still knows how to cut. That doesn't
timing.
Yeah, yeah. He understands blocking and things. He's much better than Dalvin Cook in that sense. Is he gonna force a bunch of missed tackles in open space? No, that's not his game, but he's gonna fall forward. He's gonna be a goal line guy. He's better than Dalvin Cook. Like, even if you believe he's the best or the worst running back on his team, he's better than that guy. Right? So I look at these guys individually. What do they bring? We know what Deuce Vaughn brings. He brings that little bit of juice. When I say a little bit of juice, he doesn't have the 4.3 speed to go 80, but he's the most juice back he got back there. Rico Dowdle I think he's much better. Rico Dowdle low-key looks like Dalvin Cook when he was in his prime, in the sense of he's a slasher. If he sticks that foot in the ground and cuts, he's aggressive. He has that pop, that burst, right? That short area burst, and he's physical finisher. Zeke is a goal line guy. He's going to be a short yardage guy. He's going to be the leader in the room. So you don't need Cook for that. And Royce Freeman, I mean, you got a chance to see Royce Freeman this preseason. Royce can play.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Royce might not be a perennial Pro Bowler or a perennial running back one, but if you have a running back by committee, he fits in somebody's committee.
Yeah.
I saw traits from all of these players, except Zeke, because he didn't play this preseason, but Zeke last year, that were better than Dalvin Cook. So what if you were the Joneses or whoever is making this decision, what is concerning you in that room to the point you're bringing in Dalvin Cook?
Sure.
That's my question. That's what I would love to ask them.
I don't have the answer, Scott.
I know you ain't.
Because I ain't the Joneses. Dalvin Cook wouldn't even be in my room. And it's been a lot of people, man. I'm glad when I say something, and me and you kind of on the same page or whatever. Because sometimes I just feel like I'm biased and I be hating. But I felt like I said this yesterday on my show. I felt like Malik Davis is a better running back at this point than Dalvin Cook. And it really comes down to like fresh legs. Is really at this point about fresh legs. Dalvin may have like some veteran stuff about him, but man, look, Scott, this is my thing though, and I'm gonna get real annoying next season. Like when we do like draft and we looking at running backs, I see people's comments. I'm gonna start naming everything except how they run, because that's how people vouching for Zeke. Oh, vouch his leadership. Oh, him blocking on third downs. I'm gonna start leading with that when I'm breaking down running backs next year in the draft. Scott, it's like, you can find like these running backs that we don't know their name or whatever, just some dude like Jimmy Cornbread Jenkins from the Colts worked out here. He'll be a better running back at this point than old dudes. And what's funny about Cowboy fans, Scott, it ain't funny, it's really annoying. It's like I was there when we was moving on from Zeke. I was there when we was sick and tired of Zeke. I was there when we was pleading for Jerry Jones and them, right? We was pleading, hey man, the whole league is moving towards young running backs. The whole league is moving towards cheap running backs or committee running backs. Not only the tea leaves are like falling, Scott. Not only is it looking like Zeke is lead guy here, there may be some committee aspects here, but Zeke is your lead guy. But we're leaning on old dude now. whenever, because you said something earlier too about Dalvin Cook, I forgot what you said. But whenever have we looked at declining running back and they may go somewhere else, and the argument that we like them that they bring forward is, yeah, but with a better offensive line, they may be better. And my retort to that every time is, sure, put a better running back behind a better offensive line,
I was about to say that, yeah.
and they'll be better. In my mind, that's how that works. No. I'm not here for none of this Zeke Dalvin Cook shit. I'm not here for that. I'd rather Nate Peake get his shot than Zeke or Dalvin Cook, because I've seen the Eagles have real success with like Boston Scott and shit. Or I've seen the Chiefs have success. Man, Isaiah Pacheco ain't special. He's just a good running back, and he got fresh legs, and he's very physical. You can find dudes that can do that. Jerick McKinnon makes plays in Super Bowls, Scott.
Listen, I've been advocating for Jerick McKinnon. If you weren't going to roll with Deuce, because Deuce can kind of play that role of pass catcher out the backfield, but Jerick McKinnon is legitimate pass catcher out the backfield. I was advocating for Cordell Patterson. This is all before the draft. This is free agency. Sure. Cheap guy that you can get in here for $38 to play if you truly were doing running back by committee. You know what this really tells me? The fact that you're bringing him in, we f***ed up in the draft.
Yeah,
by not overall. I like this class, but by not getting one of these young, talented running backs.
4th round pick should have been a running back.
We messed that up. We messed that up by not either trading up, which that's a whole nother discussion. Do you want to trade future pieces for a running back? Or by not having a pick to grab a running back, or maybe not, instead of taking a backer, you take a running back. I think they're essentially admitting without admitting that, yeah, we probably should have grabbed one, because all the people that are 4 or 5 backs, I said this yesterday, I say it to you, if you are wanting to carry 5 running backs on this team, that means you don't trust anybody in the room, or you're about to run the ball more than anybody in the history of the National Football League.